Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Rishikesh Bharti. I am the course instructor of Remote Sensing and GIS course, which is available through MOOCs. So I hope you are enjoying this course, and today we are here for the live interactive session. This is the first session of this course, and I have not received any query or questions through the circulated Excel file. So I hope you are enjoying the course and you are understanding all the concepts. So in case if you have any doubts or any this is question, the first session of this course, and I then you can ask now. So we will wait for some time for your questions, and then if there are no questions, then we will end this session.
So good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Can I ask a question, sir?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much, sir. Okay, we are attending your sessions, and really we are enhancing our knowledge in the remote sensing and GIS technology in the image. So my question is that suppose I have any image, so how can I get the digital number of a pixel?
So I'm not sure whether you are you are a professional or a student.
I'm a academician.
Academician. So are you familiar with any programming languages?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any remote sensing or GIS software?
Yes, presently I'm using QGIS.
Okay, nice. So what you can do is any remotely sensed data set, whatever you have, that you open in the uh, your software, right? And
Yes, sir.
the moment you will keep your cursor on that particular pixel, you will see some of the numbers are getting highlighted. That is
Okay.
one way of doing it. Otherwise, what you can do is you can just export the data into ASCII format. If it is
Okay.
one band image, you will get the digital numbers in an array, So basically, when you export the data, you will get a matrix. That numbers, whatever you will see in the ASCII file, those are the digital number, DN numbers.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
welcome.
My second question, sir.
Yeah.
Suppose we are having any data. So based upon the spectrum, okay, how the image is classified basically. Means suppose we are having the vegetation uh, in the area. So based upon the electromagnetic spectrum, which color it will reflect in the image? It will be same all the time, or that will depend on something.
See, when we talk about the reflectance value, so these numbers are unique for a given material or object, right? So
Okay.
if we consider reflected values for the classification of the image, it will give you the results in terms of that object, and there are a number of classification techniques. That is one thing. Second thing is classification is yet to start in this course. You haven't attended that. So those are coming in the few weeks. You will be learning about the classification technique. Then you will understand how we are using the spectral values. So basically reflected energies, emitted energies, so how we are using it to classify the image. That will be covered in this particular course.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So are you going to arrange any hands-on session from your side? Suppose I want to make some analysis or modeling using remote sensing and GIS technology. So
I do
any kind of
conduct,
session will be there at the.
not in this course, but I do conduct some workshop or training program sometimes. So maybe you can drop an email to me, and whenever I'm offering next time, I will circulate that information to you.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Sir, one more question, one more doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Again, Sam, I'm repeating, I think, the question. Suppose vegetation cover is there. So we are having some digital number in the image for that vegetation cover. So it will be same. Suppose having the vegetation cover here or in any other area of the world. So that digital number, I think, will be same. It
No,
will.
I understood your concern. So basically, when we say digital numbers are unique, right? So the
Yeah.
digital numbers are not unique, but basically reflectance is unique, right? The
Okay.
DN number, they are having a strong influence of the energy which is received by the surface. If energy received by the surface is high, your DN value will be more. If it is a bright object, if it is a dark object, it will be less. So this is a comparative thing. But when we
Okay.
calculate the reflectance, which is with respect to the irradiance, so the reflectance is radiance divided by irradiance. So in that case, the resultant value will have no unit. It is a unitless property, and this is a ratio. So it varies from 0 to 1. 0 means the darker portion, and 1 is the brighter portion of the image. So this reflectance is unique. In that case, if I collect the reflectance of a particular species of the vegetation, that will remain same. It will not vary with space and time.
Okay.
I hope.
I got it. I got it, sir. Now.
Huh. But when we
So
say radiance and DN number, they cannot be considered as a unique value. But
yeah,
reflectance is considered as a unique value because that doesn't have any influence of the irradiance or whether illumination is more or less.
means for each material reflectness value will be
Is
unique.
unique. Is unique.
So uh, is there any chart or any kind of the tables that for this material this is the unique value of the reflectness?
So actually what happens, this is, it depends like which wavelength you have. Suppose you have a data of, let's say, 1 micrometer. You have a remotely sensed image of 1 micrometer, right?
Okay.
But that particular material may not have the characteristic absorption feature at 1 micrometer.
Okay.
So a particular material has a particular absorption depth at a particular wavelength. So
Okay.
depending upon the material property, you have to choose your data which will cover that particular characteristic absorption feature. Right.
Okay, sir.
And regarding the standard table or chart, there are some, what to say, some literature has this consolidated chart, which can be found in different journal papers. Another thing is if you use any of the standard library spectra, reflectance spectra, so there you will find like JHU, this, there are a few more spectral libraries. From the USGS library is there. So from there you can identify or you can have the reflectance spectra of all the minerals, rocks, vegetation, some of the man-made things, some of the like very common materials. For that, they have already given a standard reflectance spectra, right? And
Okay.
when we have the spectroradiometer with us, we can also generate such a spectra. So in this course, I will be covering all those details. So probably I will suggest you to go through each of the slides and each of the lectures very carefully. And in
Okay.
case if you have any further question, we can discuss in the next live session or next to next, but only after that particular lecture is over, because I have made these lectures in such a way that I start from the basic and then I cover all the concepts. So
Yes.
just try to go through all the details. Don't skip any part.
Yeah. Sure, sir.
Okay. We have one question from Aditya Sahu. Is asking, in the certificate examination, what will be the pattern and duration? So Aditya, everything is given, these details are given in the course web page. You go to my course web page in MOOCs, and their evaluation pattern, what will be the question type, everything is given in detail. And what will be the marks distribution, how the exams will be conducted. So this particularly for this course, it is an online examination. So you can prepare accordingly.
Sir, those who are interested in more detailed study, okay, can IIT Guwahati, in the collaboration with someone arranging the workshop there, hands-on workshop for the faculties like us, or any
Actually,
scope?
I do conduct workshop, and mostly once in a year at least I do that. So that's why I'm asking, if you are interested, you just please drop a mail, and whenever there is a next workshop, I will send you the details.
Yes, sir.
But there is no fixed or program that it happens during this particular time. There is no pre-scheduled thing, or it is not finalized yet. So once it is finalized, then I will circulate that information.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, one more question, but not related to this session. Just I want to know that suppose uh, we want to arrange your session for our students. So is it possible in any way?
That we can discuss over email. You please drop an email and give your contact details. We'll be in touch. Because this is not the right
Yeah,
forum to
sure, sir.
discuss all those things.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sir, sure.
Okay. If you have any question, students, please drop that question. You can directly ask, or otherwise you can put that question in the chat box of this YouTube, so that I can see that immediately. Where? In the MS team? Okay. Let me check. There is one question from Kuldeep. Does the streams really matter for geoinformatics spaces like one from arts background fulfills all the criteria for this specialization as a BTech or science. Both are similarly skilled. The stream really matter for geoinformatics, especially like one of the arts. See, even in my lectures, I have highlighted that remote sensing and GIS is a tool, right? So this tool can be used by many of the scientists or engineers in different specialization. There is no restriction of its uses. So in case if you feel that you need this technology or this tool to develop or generate some of the data set, you can use it. Similarly, if you are a BTech student or MTech student, because nowadays remote sensing is used in many of the branches, like civil engineering is the core one. Then you have Triple E also uses this to develop the techniques, computer science, so mechanical engineering, then agriculture engineering, everywhere it has been used. So depending upon your field or your specialization, you can think of utilizing it. And if you feel that you want to develop this particular technology or you want to learn this particular technique, you can attend these classes, or you can go for the like offline courses. You can join some MTech program or master's program, and that will help you to gain more detailed knowledge. Because this course, as far as this course is concerned, here we are only covering the theory part. The practical aspect, it has not been covered in this particular lecture series. So it doesn't matter whether you are from the arts background or science background, you can always use remote sensing and GIS depending upon for which application you want to use this technique.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I am Balamurugan from Chennai.
Okay.
Most of the lectures are very interesting in the remote sensing area. Therefore, I appreciate your presentation, as well as I attended the tutorial classes. Also, the PMR of students are giving
Yeah.
very good opportunity for me to learn.
Okay.
My simple thing is most of the weeks we covered remote sensing areas, but we want to hands on with the GIS platform. How we can able to do that GIS analysis for like water resources, hydrology, or something.
So
So can you
yeah.
enlighten, or can we extend instead of 8 weeks to 12 weeks like that, because it is very interesting to learn remote sensing and its application in the GIS platforms.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So actually, this is what just now we discussed with different participants. They also wanted to have the hands-on of this remote sensing GIS course. So in this course, it is not possible because this is a pre-recorded and everything is like syllabus is fixed. I cannot deviate from that. And another thing is its examination, evaluation pattern, everything is very well defined. There is no scope of changes in this particular course. Yes, for hands-on, I do conduct workshop several times and at least once in a year. So if you drop me an email, I will be able to help you. That is one thing. Second thing is, in case if you want me to arrange something for a dedicated group, those things we can discuss over the email. You please drop an email. We will definitely discuss.
Okay, sir. Very nice, sir. Thank you, sir. I will contact you later. Thank you.
Thank you. There is one question in the chat box. Interplanetary studies, how remote sensing is being used, particularly in geology field. So, Aditya, actually, remote sensing, if you see the history of remote sensing, it has been widely used in geology. Basically, when we try to study the minerals or rocks, so in particular, we say lithological mapping, mineralogical mapping, their remote sensing has a big role, right? And it is not only India, it is across the world. Remote sensing GIS are used in these subjects. And another thing is, for the details, I will suggest you please wait for these concepts to, because these things will be covered in my course. So I will cover the application part also, and then you will understand how actually you can use this thing, right? Because now if I start talking many of the things, you will not understand if you're not from the remote sensing background. So I have recorded these lectures in such a way that I'm starting from basic, then I will be covering the advanced part of it. Then some of the application area, I will be showing you the examples, how people have used or how I'm using these concepts. So those things will be covered. This next question from Anand K. Myself, Anand Kumar from RV College. Sir, my question is that after 4 and 5 years, is the scope of GIS and RS being increased? And if yes, then which field to be focused? I think you are in the college. So see, now since you have joined the course, you are like known to remote sensing and GIS, like you have started learning about it. But if you want to be in the remote sensing and GIS field, I will suggest you go for a proper offline MTech or master's program. There you will understand, you will have many labs, and then further you will be able to use this for many of the application, right? So, and definitely remote sensing and GIS, its scope will be much more compared to today, because technology is evolving, and application utility, everything is increasing, right? So definitely this will be a good area to think about.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, myself, Anand, belong to me only. Sir,
I'm not
actually, sir,
able
I
to.
am in.
Anand Kumar, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My question. Sir, actually, right now I am in fourth sem, and sir,
You
I
are
am
in?
writing my gate paper, fourth sem, sir.
Okay.
And sir, we take this course as to the specs of sir writing gate geomatics. And then,
Yes,
sir,
definitely.
but sir, the problem is that sir, I will take the course, but sir, when we meet other peoples and ask about these things, then it will say RS and GI is so complicated field. There is no so much of scopes, and right now it's a so systematic base. So that's my issue, sir. I am confused whether it's a good or not. That's why I put that question.
Hmm. See, first of all, this is not the right forum to discuss this. Another thing is, since I am from remote sensing and GIS field, I can suggest you that this is a emerging area. This has emerged already, but in future, there will be much more scope. So now you have to decide, you have to take a call. But since you have just started your undergraduate studies, you continue this, and then you go for the higher studies that will help you to gain more experience and knowledge in this particular field.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir,
Yes.
Sir Anand, sir, in my college, sir, we can only handle our QGIS software. But sir, is there any way to access the ArcGIS and GraphGIS to be practice purpose and also knowing purpose of detail?
You can contact them because personally, I do not like like to praise any of the softwares because all of them are from different sources, they're different companies. So if you feel that you want to learn ArcGIS or QGIS, you can get in touch with their representative. They will help you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because that is the purpose of this course, that you should be able to understand what exactly any given software does, like how they work. When you click on a button, you should be able to understand what is happening in the background. If you understand that, you can learn any of these softwares. That will be not a tough job, right? But understanding the concept, that is very, very important. Uh, Kuldeep has asked the same question. I think others are asking. So see, it doesn't matter whether you are from arts or science background. It only matters how much effort you are putting in learning this particular concept. So if you are learning the remote sensing and GIS and that requires maths and physics you are able to manage, there is no problem. Uh, there is question of Jivantika Kumari. Assignment 4, the question number 13, the provided answer is not according to your lecture. Since you mentioned spectral enhancement is for individual cell, not for the image average. Sir, please check last week assignment. Kindly answer what is the correct answer. Okay. So Jivantika, what you can do is, because right now I do not have those files with me, what you can do, you can drop me an email because or otherwise you can ask through that forum. There is a question answer forum, right? So there you please drop this query. I will check that and personally I will answer, right?
Sir,
Yes.
may I ask you something?
Yeah, please.
Sir, sir, this is 2024 and I'm a beginner in this field. So suppose, sir, you are at this stage and things are really changing the development and test PCs and technology, everything. So, sir, as a beginner, I just started it and I want to join this field, geoinformatics. So, sir, what should I do as a beginner to avoid any anything that you want to share with me, any experience that will be beneficial?
See, one thing I would like to say, if you are a beginner and I suppose you are a UG student, undergraduate student.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you are an undergraduate student, you find a suitable course for you for the geoinformatics. There are many university and colleges and IITs and ITs, they are offering it. So depending upon your uh, like situation, you can join one of the courses and you can further go for the higher studies. That will help you to gain the knowledge and more detailed information about the remote sensing and GIS. And if you want to learn the advanced techniques and all, so those things you will be able to learn only when you are working or when you are solving a problem. Because hands-on experience will not help you unless until you are not working or you are not solving a problem, right? So practically we learn more when we try to solve a problem.
Okay, sir. Sir, uh, I am actually in a university. It's my third year in Aligarh Muslim University. And sir, I am from geography department, from arts background, from social science. So, sir, I want to know what are the scopes? What is the scope for me? When
That's again, this is not the right forum to discuss all those things. So you can search this in the Google and you will get n number of suggestions and the details. So that will help you to decide. Because if you write, I'm from this background, what are the remote sensing GIS courses? You will be able to search and then you will be able to finalize. But this is not the right forum to discuss all those things because personally, I do not want to suggest you a name, but there are many options. You can Google it and you will get to know.
okay, sir.
So if we do not have any further question, then we can end this session. So let us wait for 5 more minutes, and if we don't receive any query, then we will end this. Aditya, you go to this course web page and there you will find the pattern of the examination. All the details are given. There is one question from Divyansu Kashyap. Is there any opportunity for 8 years IT industry experience employee in GIS and its application to AI ML? Yes, definitely. This is one of the area where now many people are doing the research, that how can we use or how we can develop the AI and machine learning models or the technique to study the remote sensing and GIS data set, right? So this remote sensing data set, you will find n number of papers that are being published these days. So there is a scope. Definitely there is a scope. Aditya, you have asked again, you have shared a link. Uh, you yourself can see at the last of this link, that page, you will find the details of course certificate and their criteria to get a certificate. Then what are the eligibility and how we can how you will, how much score you have to score, then only you will be given a certificate. So those things are given here. Divyansu has asked whether this is applied to land or agriculture or other areas as well. So these are like remote sensing, and with AI and ML, these are applied to, I would say, all the areas nowadays. So there is no limitations. Everywhere you can use it, depending upon like what is your background, and then what is the objective for that you are using the remote sensing and GIS. So those things you have to check. Now I think there is no new question. So maybe we can think of stopping it. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining this particular live session. And in case if you have any query, like one of the student, Jivantika Kumari, she indicated she is getting error in her answer. So I will suggest for such queries, you please drop that question in the question answer forum, or you can directly send an email. I will try to answer as soon as possible. Right. So thank you once again for joining my course, and hope to see you all in the next interactive session, which will be scheduled very soon. Thank you.